Greetings and welcome to another video. In this video, I have a story to tell. I have removed all identifying names. Reason why I'm going to tell this story is because I was threatened a couple of weeks back. I don't take kindly to threats. The threat was from the serial disliker from this channel. What happened was that this serial disliker stalked me to my Rumble channel and left a whole bunch of comments on some videos. And obviously, the comments did not pertain to the videos at all. And there was threat that she, the serial disliker, is a female, that she would release all of the emails that I had replied to her, showing how mean I was. That's a threat, obviously. Here's the thing. Why don't I just go ahead and release all of the emails, including hers as well? I can do that. But I'm not going to do it on this channel. Here's a little background. Back in January the 29th, 2023, there was a person who contacted me via email. They were from the channel. Now, before they emailed me, they had been leaving some comments on the dating note card videos. And it was quite apparent that they were having some relationship issues. And so this person was feeling really down and upset and, the SO relationship crazy blues, right? And so I said, sure, go ahead and email me, right? Because my email's public. So she emails me January the 29th, 2023 at 7:24 p.m. Now, this person is not a native English speaker. Now, I'm not going to read word for word the email, but I'm just going to do it in a gist. So they were feeling overwhelmed and they felt in a very bad condition, and how long it has been before they found anyone in SL to have relations with. That she has a low patience for stupidity and she quickly blocks men. Well, during this time, it was 6 days ago, she had met a person and everything was great. And they spent 6 hours daily together. So if they had met, like, they had only known each other for 6 days and were spending 6 hours a day for 6 days, that's their time. So she tells me about, when they first meet up, have a good conversation, they didn't have the intercourse and have the same music in common, and went to his home and all this stuff. And she was like, I'm not one of those type of girls. And he was like, oh, but, da 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 da, and all this stuff. And anyway, so, it's like the typical thing, right? We've all had well, most of us have kind of had things start like that or whatever. And then um, the dude just kind of goes a bit sour. And she became quite upset. They talked about how comfortable she was with him and all of this stuff, and how he put in his profile that he was taken by her. He put her name in his profile, which is always a big no-no, red flag. Um, and then, they had the intercourse. So they were supposed to go out the next day. Well, he had ghosted her. He didn't log on to SL, and he had deleted her from his friends list. And she was confused because they didn't have a fight, but he went ahead and ghosted her anyway. But they did have the sex, though. There you go. Does it take a genius to figure that out now, does it? No, it does not. Anyway, so she talks about how he was currently online and not giving a shit, not answering her, and she was irate that they didn't have a fight and he was ghosting her and all of this stuff, right? And she goes on and on and on. And she gets more, in detail. And she said what she had put in her profile uh, that was directed to the dude, and saying that ghosting may be a way that people, men in particular, are high on psychopathy and narcissism may engage. That was a quote from the email. And then she goes on to say what else she put in her profile about what is ghosted. And then she puts the definition, which is a psychological abuse tactic utilized by individuals with narcissistic tendencies to halt communication. So, and she had put that in her profile directed to the dude. Now, she keeps on eternalizing everything and continues to try to figure out the problem as to why he ghosted her because, they had the sex, they didn't have a fight. The next day, he didn't talk to her, deleted her from his friends list. She just keeps going on and on and on, and then goes on about her illnesses and the possibility of cancer and all of this stuff and how bad her RL is. And then she goes talking about him, saying that he has no human feelings. And again, she thinks about it. She's in shock that he had ghosted her, because he started out like a gentle, sensitive person. And then, she can't understand it. She apologizes for the long email and disturbing me, but she felt that she had a need to speak to someone who knows SL very well, and that she also commented to say that she felt like she needed a mental ward, right? So again, that email was January the 29th, 2023. Now, my reply was January the 29th, 2023 at 9:01 p.m. Here's my first reply. Hey, it's me, Asa. Don't be sorry for the long email. First of all, the guy or whatever that person might be in the physical world is a typical SL narcissist. I don't think it was a woman behind the avatar by the sounds of it. It was someone from your past. They took a lot of effort to reel you in and then ghost you, like way too much effort. So I do not think this is the case. I think it was some random person. Where did you meet him? Could be as simple that they ghosted you after they had sex with you. There wasn't anything else for them to stick around for. That's their issue, not yours. And then I asked for his name so I could look him up in World. And then later on, in the next email, she gave it to me. And in my reply to her, I say, what happened to you actually happens all the time in SL. I'm not saying that every man is this bad, but it's not uncommon for a particular kind of guy to do this often. What happened to you has happened to me a lot over the years, though it has gotten worse in recent years. So do not believe it is something you did. It is not. It happens to us all. I know it is upsetting to have been treated this way, and that's understandable. Your feelings of being hurt are valid. The guy totally switched out. What he changed his profile to IDK dude just means I don't know dude. So I think it was just him putting something there after removing your name that was there before. Relationships in SL do not last as long as they used to. Unfortunately, it's just the way that society in SL has changed. Sex is the currency, not Linden's. Well, shit, I've thought that for some time now that that's the case. I've been ghosted after voice sex, so yes, it hurts and makes a punch to the self esteem. I think that setting boundaries and sticking to them after a longer period of time would be a safe thing for you to do. That is what I do. When I want to have sex, I do it on my own terms, not the guy's terms. I know you feel like shit right now, but it is not you. It is the guy that is the fuck up, Asa. And that was the end of my email. Right? So, January the 29th at 9:32 p.m., the serial disliker emails me back. Says she was thankful for my answer. She was in SL waiting like an idiot, and she proceeds to tell me that she did something stupid involving going back to his house and having a snapshot taken of her and some other person at his house having sex and then sending it to him or whatever. Okay. I reply at 9:48 p.m. Well, I looked at his profile and it's pretty empty. a 2-month-old avatar is usually not, from my experience. Also, if it were me, I wouldn't have given that dude the time of day because of his profile being as empty as it is. I said, what you and your friend did is a bit childish, but only natural for you to want to do something to get a reaction from him because I suppose you still like him. Either way, honestly, this dude is not worth your time. I know it's difficult, but just distract yourself with something else. Dude is not worth it. Don't spend your good nature on someone's bad nature. It's obvious he doesn't think that people in SL have feelings, but people in Second Life do have feelings. Stay away from people who think that people on the internet do not have feelings. Asa. That was my reply. Same day, January the 29th, 2023, at 10:30 p.m., I get a reply from the serial disliker person explaining that when she had met him, his profile wasn't empty, the kind of things that he had in his profile. And then she goes on to give me her SL, one of her SL names. She has alts or whatever. And then goes on to tell me about how she has one more account that she RPs a lot on, da 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 da. And then, says anyway that she doesn't want to be on any of them or in general in SL again because it hurts. Then she goes on to say how he came back to his house, that he banned her and he didn't speak to her, all that, right? Telling me thank you for the messages. All right. I thought that was going to be it. Nope. No. January 29th, 2023. This is at 10:49 p.m. 19 minutes later. 19 minutes later, I get a reply from the serial disliker person. And it is a direct copy and paste of a conversation between her and someone else. She said that she was speaking with a friend and that she thought that the friend would cheer her up. But they got into a big old argument about SL not being a game and that her feelings are real and all this stuff. And she just totally dismantles this guy in all caps, or this person in all caps. And she shows me just copy and paste the whole conversation and she just sends it to me in an email. Right. And I didn't respond to that. I didn't respond to that at all. I felt that I didn't need to and I didn't want to. And, you know, she needed help with the original problem. I gave my advice and I thought that was the end of it. So then February the 4th, 2023 at 6:54 p.m., she emails me again and, telling me that she had sent me messages in SL. She did. Yes, I can't remember. I get a lot of offlines. Then she goes back to telling me about dude that she got tricked from him again. And they had, look, this is just convoluted, complicated, and just messed up. There's copies and paste of IMs in here between her and the dude, and they're like involves another female. Look, it was just so much. Okay, it's just so much, and it was a lengthy email. On February the 4th, 2023, at 6:56 p.m., I get another email from her, like a PS, talking about dude and having like an argument over like who's hot or whatever. I don't know. I replied in March. This is the email, March the 29th, 2023. That's when I replied to that email, March 29th, 2023. Okay. This is the last email I will respond to you regarding your problems. After this, after your previous email, you left a long comment on the channel about what else happened. That you and that girl did make friends after he dumped her like he did you. What do you want me to do? Do you want me to help you, to listen to you and give you attention? Do you want me just to be an emotional dumping ground? I was nice before, but when I saw that I was starting to be taken advantage of, I just couldn't continue on replying to you. And I also said, at the bottom of your email, you had said, anyway, it's finished. Like you were done with it and you were going to move on from this problem, but you didn't. I can't help you with the bad choices. That's on you. That's it. That's those are my email reply to her. That's it. It's annoying. It's like I can't fix everybody's problems. I struggle trying to fix my own. And of course, I don't mind helping people. If it's within my ability, then I'll be more than happy to help them, right? But if it's going to take over my life, if it's going to consume my free time, then it becomes a problem for me. And the way I solve it is I do not continue to help that person. I realize that a lot of people nowadays have issues with setting boundaries and issues with saying no. And whatever is this serial disliker problem, this chick's problem, I definitely cannot help with it. Now, she wants to take all of her anger out on me and, dislike all my videos, stalk me on Rumble, cause havoc there, threaten me, all this stuff. And it's obvious that she's hurting and she wants other people to hurt too. She wants other people to hurt because she's hurting. And there ain't a damn thing I could do about that. Now, I have made this video because of that threat. In one of the comments, when she attacked my Rumble channel, to which she made a Rumble account that had a very slanderous word and then my name as Adora as her Rumble account. It's the same person. It's the same person. So it is definitely this person. I know who it is. I know their YouTube names. They've created another YouTube and so it's like they just want to spread all the hate and all the dislike on all my videos. Don't even watch them. Just, dislike them. And this has been going on since I had to be aggressive and say, look, I can't respond to your emails anymore because it's overwhelming. That I I read my emails out loud. It's bothersome. I don't appreciate being threatened. So hopefully this person will just leave me alone, right? It's like if you want help, you need professional help, okay? Stop being angry at me, hating on my channel because you're angry because I told you no more. Just stop it. You made a total ass of yourself in the comments on my Rumble channel. Other people saw you. So you proved my point, just how much help you need from a professional. And I am being nice when I say that. There you have it, folks. The history, background history of the serial disliker on this channel. Now, I realize that producing this video will have no significant positive return. I realize that. However, again, the reason why I produced this video was because I do not take kindly to threats. So there's nothing else that can be of a threat because I've already done it. Those of you who are OG realists who have been on this channel with me for a long time now absolutely know that I don't shy away from my own words. I have said things on live streams on this channel. I have said things on videos on this channel that have, yeah, upset some people. So to threaten me about releasing my replies and emails, it's fruitless. I don't go back on what I've said. There, it's out there. That's it for me. I will see y'all next video. Bye.